Hello guys, welcome back. In this today's class, we will try to design binary subtractors, right? So, what is the subtractor means? Subtractor circuit takes the two binary numbers. It will take any two binary numbers, right? So, it will subtract one bit with the another bit. So, it will produce the two outputs, right? In case of subtractor, the two outputs are one is what is the difference value. If there is anything borrow will be produced, right? So, minimum number of inputs should be required for subtraction is the 2-bit number, right? So the classification of the subtractor, one is half subtractor, another one is the full subtractor. First we will try to design the half subtractor. Once it is completed, then we will try to design the full subtractor operation, right? So first thing is that if you are designing any combinational logic circuit, so half subtractor also combinational logic circuit, right? What is the design procedure for the combinational logic circuit is, first we need to identify your requirement, right? So what is the meaning of identify your requirement means how many inputs are required as well as how many outputs are required, right? In my case, to perform this subtraction operation, I need 2 bit, right? So one bit should be subtracted with another bit, right? So it means that I require the 2 input value, right? So this is my input requirement. So after performing the subtraction, what are the expected output? One is the difference, another one is the borrow, right? So these that first step is identification of the requirement. So as per your design requirement, you should require the 2 input value, then corresponding outputs were the sum and carry, right? So step 1 is completed. Now what is the step 2 is that we need to draw the truth table representation, right? So draw the truth table representation, right? So based on the input output, we are going to write the truth table representation. See how many inputs we have to write. So I'm going to take the input is 1 A, B, another input is B, right? If you take the two inputs, how many possibilities you will be getting? 2 power n, right? So it means that 2 power 2 means you will be getting the 4 possibilities, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So for that we are writing the binary numbers. It means 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, one more is the 1, 1. Now what we have to do means, for the input value 0, 0, after performing the subtraction operation, we need to find out the what is the difference output as well as the borrow output value. So first if you take this value, what is this value? 0, going to subtract with the another 0, right? What is the difference value? Nothing, right? Difference means 0. Are we taking any borrow value? No, right? So borrow value also 0. Now we will try to subtract this one. Later on we will come to second one. First we will subtract the third one, right? So what is that value? 1, 0. What is the difference value? Difference value equal to 1. So we didn't take any borrow, right? So value equal to 0. Now we'll consider the input as 1 subtracted with the another one, right? So 1 minus 1, what is the difference value? 0. What is the borrow value? 0, right? Now finally what is the pending one? We need to subtract with 0 minus 1, right? So if you take this 0 minus 1, so directly we cannot able to perform the subtraction operation. Then how to do perform the subtraction in this case? Earlier case it is easy for us to find out the subtraction, but if you take that, it is 0 should be subtracted with the 1, so directly we cannot able to perform the subtraction operation 0 minus 1. Then how to do it is that here we will be having the borrow concept, right? So in digital system, either we will be having the only two option, either you can take the 0 or 1, right? So binary number system means we will be having the representation of the 0 or 1, right? So if you want to take the borrow, what is the possibility? Either you can take the 0 or you can take the 1, right? If you take the 0, then what will be happen? Again 0, 0 means 0, right? So again we need to subtract 0 with minus 1. This is not possible, right? Now what is the next possibility? We can take the 1, right? It means that first we need to perform 0 minus 1. We cannot able to do. So one option is that we can able to take 1, right? So just I am taking 1, right? What is this number if you observe exactly? So 1, 0 minus 1, right? What is the value of 1, 0? 2 minus 1, right? The binary number 1, decimal number 1 is same, right? So 2 minus 1 means what is the answer? 1. Now what is the value of this difference? Difference equal to 1. Now did we take borrow, right? What is that value? Borrow 1, right? So this is how we are going to draw the truth table representation. Step 2 also completed. Now we need to perform the design procedure of the combinational logic circuit is the step 3. So what is the step 3 is that? So finally we need to find out the logic circuit diagram, right? So if you want to find out the logic circuit diagram, what is required? Boolean expression is required, right? So why need to obtain the Boolean expression, right? So that too, the Boolean expression should be in terms of the minimized Boolean expression, right? So minimized Boolean expression. So what is the meaning of minimized Boolean expression? Means the output logic expression should be in terms of the minimum number of literals, right? So for that, what we are going to use, either we are going to use the K-map method or Boolean algebra method or tabulation method, right? So K-map is easiest method compared to these two things. So I'm going to perform the K-map, right? It means that by using the K-map, I am going to find out the logic expression. From that logic expression, finally we are going to draw the logic circuit diagram. This is the idea. But if you take that in K-map, if you want to find out the minimized logic expression, we require the minterms value, right? So now what is the exact idea is that we are going to find out the minterm representation. Now we see that how many outputs we have, two outputs, right? One is the difference, another one is the borrow, right? So for that I am going to find out the what is the minterm for difference, what is the max term for the borrow, right? So if we can able to find out the minterms, directly we can plot into the K-map so that we can able to find out the minimized version of the logic expression. That is the idea here, right? Now see that minterms means what is the function? SOP, right? SOP means what? Representation of the one, right? So first we will try to complete the minterms for difference. SOP means representation of the output as 1, right? So here we have the output 1, right? Here we have the output 1, right? So means that we are getting this output because of this input value, right? So what is this input value? 0, 1. So what is the input value? 0, 1 means what is the value? 1, right? 0, 1 means decimal number is 1, right? So this output is 1 because of input is 1, 0, right? What is it value? 1, 2. The same way we need to find out the minterms for the borrow also, right? So borrow, here we have the SOP function, right? Only this one, right? Now what is the input combination for this one? 0, 1, right? So now after obtaining the step 3, finding the minterm, then we can able to plot this expression into the K-map representation, right? So we are going to find out the K-map representation. From K-map representation, we are going to find out the minimized expression, right? Now if you observe, right, how many K-maps are required? Now question is that how many K-maps are required? Which variable K-map is required, right? These are the two things now will come into the picture, right? Now see that how many outputs we have. One is different, another one is the borrow, right? So how many K-maps required is 2 outputs, means we require the 2 K-maps. In case of 3 output means we require the 3 K-maps, right? So in my case I have only difference and borrow, so I required only 2 K-maps, right? Now question is that 2 K-maps are required. Now we need to find out which variable K-map is required. How to find out whether we require 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable or some other K-map means? So here we are going to consider based on the inputs. So how many inputs we have? 2 inputs, right? It means that we require the 2 variable K-map, right? So we require the 2 variable K-map, right? It means that finally 2 outputs means 2 K-maps are required. 2 input means 2 variable K-maps, right? So 1 K-map for the difference, another K-map for the borrow, right? So what K-map you require? 2 variable K-map, right? So let me write down A bar A, B bar B. So another K-map we have the same thing, right? So what is that value? A bar A, B bar B. So if I write the cell location 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Now first we will plot the what is the minterms we got? 1, 2 for difference, right? So 1, 2. What is the minterm for borrow? 1, right? This is the position 1. Right, now we need to perform the grouping operation, right? So what is the expression for this one? A bar into B, right? So A bar B plus this is the what is the value? A B bar, right? So this is for the expression for the difference, right? If you observe this one, this is the logic function or logic expression for the XOR logic gate. Instead of writing this one, we can write A XOR of B. Why do we require to write like this? Means if you design your circuit in this way, so here we require 2 logic gates, here we require 2 logic gate plus one more is the OR logic gate, right? So finally we require 5 logic gates. The moment if you try to convert in terms of the XOR logic gate, we required only 1 XOR logic gate. So instead of spending money for 5 logic gates, we can spend money for only single logic gate. That is the meaning of the minimization technique, right? So now D equal to A XOR of B. The same way we need to find out the expression for the borrow also, right? So here we have the single one, right? What is the answer? A bar B, right? So after finding the logic expression at the step 3, now what you have to do is we need to draw the final logic circuit diagram, right? So this is the ultimate aim of designing any digital circuit. Now what is the expression for difference? A XOR of B, right? So A XOR of B means which logic gate? XOR logic gate. So A, B, so here we are getting the difference value. What is the borrow expression? A bar B, right? So this is A wire, right? Just I am taking A wire, so here it will be A bar. The moment here it will be A bar into B, right? So just I am going to take this one AND gate, right? So this is the expression for the borrow, right? So this is how we are going to design the half subtractor circuit, right? Sum equal difference equal to A XOR of B, borrow equal to A bar B. Remember that what are the steps you have to design is, first step is identification of the inputs and outputs. Second step is we need to draw the truth table. Third step, from the truth table we need to find out the minterms representation. Then we need to find out logic expression by using of the K-map method. So here at this step you will be finding the minimized version of the logic expression. Once it is done, by using this logic expression we need to draw the circuit diagram, right? Thank you guys.